Knots Landing premiered in 1979 as a primetime soap opera spin-off from Dallas and quickly secured its own identity with gripping suburban drama. With 14 seasons under its belt, it followed the intricate lives of several families in a fictional California. The show became an icon of 80s TV storytelling, boasting compelling character arcs, scandal, affairs, rivalries, and loyalty. For many viewers, it remains a nostalgic touchstone. That legacy set the bar high for any reunion, making expectations both emotional and exacting. In early 2025, the announcement hit. Major Knots Landing stars were coming together for a televised special celebrating 45 years since the series debuted. Michelle Phillips, Donna Mills, Ted Shackelford, Joan Van Ark, Kevin Dobson, and William Devane all confirmed attendance. Excitement soared among longtime fans, eager for stories unseen, behind-the-scenes moments, and fresh camaraderie. Initial promos emphasized warmth and sisterhood, so the mood seemed promising. But as production unfolded, tension began to emerge. Once filming started in Los Angeles, insiders noticed clashing energy on set. During rehearsals, comments were overheard, Donna Mills and Joan Van Ark clashing over who got more screen time in promotional spots. Ted Shackelford reportedly felt sidelined, resenting producers' decisions on interview prominence. Even wardrobe fittings sparked silent arguments, one actress allegedly mocking another's wardrobe for not looking 2025 ready. The friendly reunion rosy glow began tarnishing behind the scenes. When the special aired, nostalgia quickly gave way to awkward micro-moments. On stage, one surprise reunion hug between Michelle Phillips and Joan Van Ark lasted uncomfortably long, or so camera angles suggested. Another star, in a tribute to a deceased co-star, mixed tears with an awkward misquote that prompted silence, not applause. An attempt at a group toast to Our Families, Fictional and Real, ended up with audible coughing and a glancing joke that felt forced. Viewers took to social media, calling it cringe-alicious. But nothing captured the internet like one viral soundbite. William Devane, speaking about our truths on Knots Landing, paused, looked off camera, and said, "Some truths we wished we didn't broadcast." Then he gave a wry smile before walking off stage. That line exploded online. Clips with thousands of views and speculating captions like, "What did he mean?" It wasn't malicious. It was subtle, but rich with possible meaning. Memoirs began to surface, and fans began sifting clips for hidden messages. In the week after airing, press junkets lit up with reporters asking stars, "Were there any tensions?" Most gave diplomatic answers. "It's normal after decades apart." But crackling subtext crept in. Ted Shackelford gave a stiff-jawed interview about commitment and cinematic legacy. Donna Mills discussed old rivalries but called them creative differences. David Jacobs, the showrunner, admitted editing was tricky since not everyone walks in with perfect memories or friendships after 45 years. The reunion romance was fraying. As social media buzzed, several cast members weighed in. Michelle Phillips tweeted heartfelt gratitude, but Joan Van Ark's Instagram story shared an image of an empty stage and the caption, "Some stories remain backstage." Donna Mills posted an ambiguous quote about life's really long chapters. Meanwhile, fans flooded replies, some expressing concern, others shipping old friendships. The tone turned from celebratory to speculative. Was there something more serious behind the smiles? Suburban dramas have a long history of off-camera rivalries mirroring on-screen conflicts. In the 80s, soap operas were hotbeds for tension, diva, attitudes, competition for storylines, and navigating fame. Knots Landing was no exception. Rumors persisted about backstage battles between Mills and Phillips over catfight scenes, or between Devane and Shackelford about direction. The 2025 CYA reunion reflected those old dynamics rekindling under the pressure of cameras and decades. History tends to repeat, but not always in the ways fans expect. Fan communities have always been protective of Knots Landing's legacy. Yet, the awkward reunion forced them to confront a more honest reality. Cult TV nostalgia often conceals tension. Dedicated fan blogs are dissecting every frame, weighing the authenticity of smiles. Fan theories proliferate like never before, some blaming production edits, others hypothesizing renewed feuds or heartbreak over spilled secrets. It's fascinating. Fans now embrace the drama, but also yearn for resolution. The reunion became a Rorschach test for audience nostalgia. First, the idea that reunions on camera are always joyful is a misconception, especially after decades. Second, editing and framing play huge roles in how relationships appear. Camera angles and scripted. Questions can amplify or mute tension. Third, celebrities aren't static. They've changed, aged, evolved. Nostalgia can clash with present realities. For educational purposes, this reunion serves as a case study in media literacy, celebrity narratives, and audience expectations. Media. Analysts paused the reunion special, breaking down sequences in frame-by-frame reviews. Eye contact, or lack thereof, body positioning, and segment transitions told real stories. For instance, while Michelle Phillips was centered and brightly lit, others appeared in shadows or in long shot. Kevin Dobson's brief lines were edited to appear flustered. The production-level manipulation reminded viewers that visuals can convey subtext louder than words, especially in reunion-themed programs. Despite the awkwardness, or because of it, the reunion is already reinvigorating interest in Knots Landing. Streaming platforms now report increased rewatch rates. Producers plan to release a companion podcast featuring deep-dive interviews, diving beyond the TV time bomb. Nostalgia fueled by tension is boosting cultural discourse. The show's themes, marriage, ambition, identity, resonate more strongly today in a public unexpectedly charged by real emotional complexity. The reunion turmoil gave context to plot lines and character choices decades later. In the weeks following the awkward airing, several cast members confirmed creative future plans. Joan Van Ark will star in a 2026 limited series about aging actresses. Donna Mills is working on her memoir, already hinting at telling her side of the reunion drama. Ted Shackelford announced a return to theater. William Devane will host a documentary on outdoor survival, a passion of his. For many, this reunion was more than a look back. It marked transitions into new chapters, sparked by unresolved emotions and creative ambitions. Fan comments range from uproar to empathy. Some miss the warmth. This wasn't planned, but I forgive them. Others share their own reunion mistakes. My high school friends got awkward at our 30th, one wrote. A sub-community of fan artists is now sketching imagined chat scenes, friend reconciliation. Online support threads encourage the cast to clarify or reconnect. Some even propose a second reunion, this time in a candid, unedited setting. The fan-driven dialogue is evolving from entertainment to emotional engagement. Now, here's the moment you've waited for. The number one awkward bombshell that shocked everyone off camera. During a surprise closing montage, an audio glitch replayed a private moment. William Devane was whispering, "I should have never said yes," just before the camera cut. That faint whisper, when magnified by fan ears, eclipsed everything else. Was it regret? Anxiety? A joke? It wasn't scripted. It was raw, unfiltered emotion leaked into national broadcast. And that, more than anything, made the Knots Landing reunion unlike anything TV has ever seen. That time changes people, that nostalgia is complex, and that some truths don't age gracefully. The Knots Landing reunion wasn't a betrayal. It was a mirror showing how relationships evolve, and the public eye can magnify minor fissures. It's a rare peek into the humanity behind beloved characters. And even in awkwardness, there's authenticity. Because when decades-old friends come together under lights and cameras, they bring their full selves, including the unspoken, and that's what makes it unforgettable. What's your take? Should old shows have screening reunions? Would you want behind-the-scenes honesty or nostalgic polish? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you loved this breakdown splash, give us a thumbs up, subs,